Question 6. What have you learnt about technologies from the process of constructing this product?
The cameras we use to shoot our scenes, we used Sony. We believe that there was autofocus, and we used a tape to go in these, and the cameras needed charging. It was a bit annoying after a while, like constantly having to charge the camera, and it would run out easily.
When we got to the stage of like wanting to edit, we used a Mac computer, which really did help us. Like,
we used Final Cut, didn't we?
Final Cut, but what we had to do from getting the tape onto the computer, we had to use a lead from the camera which had the tape in, and if the camera was flat, then it would we'll have to charge it at the same time, which would just cause an extra havoc around us.
But I think working on the Macs really helped me to understand them more. I learned how to transport music from the internet onto the desktop to put into our music video, and I think we learned
a lot of new things. We didn't know
about the applications and all of that.
Yeah, because before we used iMovie, and then Final Cut is just that bit more experience, and you can just do that bit more on it.
However, we did do the credits on iMovie. Well, we tried this out on iMovie, but we believed that it didn't look so good and it didn't run properly, so therefore we went back and redid the credits on
Final Cut, joined with Final Cut.
Better.
Yeah. If we definitely got to do the project again, I reckon we would definitely use one of our own cameras from home, because it would just be that bit easier instead of using a tape and having loads of trouble with tape. Because we did have trouble with
because you have to keep
tape,
rewinding and fast forwarding the tape. It just gets a bit annoying as the tape's really long, and your footage might be right at the beginning of the tape or right at the end. You just got to play around with it. That gets a bit annoying, and the fact that the cameras run out of battery really easily, and most of the school cameras aren't that great quality, especially when we had a really dark scene and we wanted to put night vision on.
Night vision didn't work.
It made it a tiny bit lighter, but it barely made any difference. And I would have preferred if the camera had a light on the outside as well, because that would have been really helpful.
Advice. What advice would we pass on?
I'd pass on that you should definitely check your
make more
battery.
Time.
Yeah, but you should also check the battery of the tape before you go out, obviously, because you don't want to carry all your tripods, your equipment, and get all your actors out just to get to the destination and find out that your tape, your battery just doesn't.
And you also don't even have the tape.
Yeah, or you can put on the tape. However, I would advise that you just muck around with the Macs, just play around with them. So eventually you'll pick it up.
Especially using Final Cut if you were making a movie.
Yeah, at the beginning we was really confused how to work it. We just never thought we'd understand it. But after a couple of days just trying out, then I think we understood it fine.
Definitely pass on about making more time. Don't leave it to the last minute, because we did that with a few of the scenes, and we decided that we wanted to reshoot some scenes, but we couldn't do it because we just didn't have the time. And also group discussion, small group communication would have been a lot better. So make sure you choose people that you work in a group with carefully, and that you know who are going to work hard. Although all four of us did work very hard together.
Another problem we had was with the tripod. Some of the tripods are really stiff, and we did loosen them as much as possible, but as you loosen them, they become too loose. If you tighten it, becomes too tight. So when we were trying to do some of the shots, it was hard to move the tripod with the camera on around, and it would often get stuck and squeak. I think maybe perhaps better quality tripods would be needed.
And it's majorly affected a few scenes in our film, which just made it a bit just stiff overall.